YouTube, welcome back. Another day above ground. School gym, whiteboard, overview. Let's go. Monday, we're getting after it. We're jumping. Depth jumps again. I'm going to up the intensity. I'm going to do less volume. I want them to not beat me up. I want them to kind of potentiate what I'm doing the rest of the week. They're freaking hard. I forget how intense of a stimulus that is. So I'm just going to do like 3 sets of 3. I actually already did them. A little movie magic, but just a couple, and I want to feel good for the rest of this week. I have a game Wednesday, like I said. I think I have like 3 games actually because it's playoffs, so it's gonna get a little hectic. We'll see what the training the rest of the week is gonna look like, but pretty similar to last Monday right now. Lower jump volume, like I said, but just a little bit higher intensity. I want a little higher. Those felt pretty good actually. I'm moving off the ground well. I'm gonna do the same split squat I did last week, maybe even heavier than that. I think, because I'm gonna be a little acclimated to it. A down set or 2, medium-ish volume, like I said. Pause bench, I'll progress that. I'll figure out how I'm going to do that when I get there. I'm going to do a little bit of Nordic still. I'm going to do a little bit of row, keep my volume up, and a little bit of that deficit sit up at the end, which actually didn't cook me as bad as I thought it was going to last week. So maybe I can do a little bit more this time. And I got some, maybe some new tech for that. We'll see. But jumped out right now. I'm just going to get the split squats warmed up. Let's see how we're feeling today. These made me so sore last time. It was crazy. I think I got up to 255 for a top set of 3. I will try to beat that. And then I was 2 sets of 5 last time. It's probably just because this was novel and I haven't done it in a while that made me so sore. But I think I'll just do a 3, do 1 down set of 5, and then move on because I'd prefer not to be sore for 4 days again. Probably won't happen, but just to be safe, because again, game Wednesday, 3 games Wednesday, I guess I should say. I think it'll be that many to get to the championship. So, geez, brutal. Men's league things, messing with the training, but what needs to be done? I'm gonna whack the 35 again on here to make the plate math easy, and I will start this off with a goal of beating 255 for a good set of 3, which I will be able to do for sure. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Woo! That was hard. That's moving though still. Whew. I'm actually gonna do 0 down sets. I feel like I'm gonna cook myself again, even if I do 1 with like 15% less, which will still be over 2 plates for 5 there. And I want to be not fatigued Wednesday, so I'm just gonna do that and I'll move on to the bench. I think that'll be a good move actually. For the pause bench here, this is very low. I'm gonna change that. I think I'm gonna hit a triple actually instead of 5. So just get a little more on there. Not too crazy difficult still, intensity wise. I'll keep it like an 8-ish RP, and I mean it this time. I won't overshoot like Friday. So I'll have like 2 or 3 reps in the tank for my top set, and then I will strip some weight, do a couple down sets, and then like the 5 to 8 range probably get a good push because I want to save some juice Wednesday. For the basement, I think we're gonna do some clusters down there because new equipment, stoked. New sweet bench, we'll see. There's some good toys down there in the dungeon. I'm excited to mess around with some of that stuff, but we'll get warm. Gonna get some weight on. I'm gonna work up to a triple. Nice, decent difficulty triple. VBT's dead. Oops, so no VBT, unfortunately. I'll have to rely on my brain, which not the most accurate most of the time, so we'll see what we can get here. It'll be fine though. Should be getting pretty close to a working set here. Sweet. That's really good difficulty, actually. Exactly where I want it. I'm gonna go back down to 185 now for some down sets. This is like roughly 80-ish% of like a roughly estimated 1 rep max. And I'm just gonna do this for 2 or 3 down sets of like 2 to 3 in the tank, or 1 to 2, 1 to 3. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Good 6 there. Nice. Oh yeah. Kind of grinder in that last one. We'll take it though. For the Nordics too, don't want the hams to be super sore again because game is Wednesday. So I'm gonna do a couple blocks, or geez, I'm gonna do a couple of reps from a block up, just like more concentric without the long lower like I did last week. That should get rid of most of the DOMs from these. But just a couple. I feel good when I keep these in. Some kind of hammy pull to that of this nature. But I'll get a little warm. Raising my razor curl my way up here. Maybe probably going straight into a concentric from the bottom isn't a great idea. But I'll just do a couple sets of 3 here instead of 5 with the full control if I can get in here without falling over. And just get some nice pull. So we'll start low. Yeah, that feels good. High force. And these are still partnered with the row of the month, the reverse hyper row. It's so good. I did 8s for this weight last week. I'll get to 10. Come on. Oh yeah, that's hard. Nice. That feels so good. Whoa. Let's go. Delayed gratification time. Check on those. Check on the split squat. Adjusted volume. Bench, same thing. Nordic row. A couple sets of those. And actually, brutal. Kind of soft of me. X in the core. Because I got to get out of here. I want to go watch the rest of this lacrosse game. Riveting last few minutes. So, got to bounce. Got to go watch the teams go. But pretty good day. We'll take that. Adjusted volume, like I said, because important things Wednesday. But we'll be back tomorrow with some low day. I got a little hypertrophy stuff. We'll get a little weird in the dungeon, get some cardio on. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching today. Very brief one. Check out Break with Concurrent in the description, and I will see you next time. Peace.